Alrighty, hello YouTube, welcome back to my channel. For those of you who don't know me, I am Cryptic Coil, and in today's video I'm going to do another book haul. And the reason I'm doing this book haul is because I actually found something really exciting at a bookstore, or not a bookstore, a thrift store today. And, well, I found a couple of really exciting things, but there was one that stands out from the rest. And I just wanted to share it with you guys. But first, I want to show you something. Okay, so I have this collection of books. Okay, I've had these for a really long time. So the author is Alan Zulo, and Alan Zulo has all these like true ghost stories, which kind of turned me off because I don't believe in ghosts. So whenever I see something that's advertised as like a true story, and I know it's not a true story because it has ghosts. I get turned off, but once these all accumulated, I was like, maybe I'll get around to reading them someday. So, right here, I have one called Totally Haunted Kids, True Ghost Stories by Bruce Nash and Alan Zulo. Okay, then I have The Haunted Graveyard, True Ghost Stories by Alan Zulo. Okay, so here's the cover. Okay, that's a pretty cool tombstone. Then I have The Haunted Shortstop, True Ghostly Sports Stories. Okay. And I'm not going to lie, these do sound kind of interesting. I mean, just as long as I treat them like fiction, because there's no way I'm going to believe any of these stories are true. Then I have Haunted Campers. Okay. And I also have Haunted Schools and Haunted Babysitters. Okay, that one actually seems really fun. So does Haunted Schools. That one sounds really fun as well. Well, today I found America's Most Haunted True Scary Creatures. Okay, so this one actually sounds fun. So apparently, let me read the back of this. Have you heard of the White River Monster, a creature that has attacked small boats? Or Mothman, a 7 foot tall menace with huge bat like wings? Or America's own Loch Ness type monster, which lurks beneath the waters of New York's Lake Champlain? Never been to New York, so. Oh, sorry about that. You'll be amazed by these creepy and real American creatures. I'm sure I will be. So that was cool. Then I found this book called Haunted by Joel A. Sutherland, and this book is called Night of the Living Dolls. Now, I was mistaken. I thought that I already had one of these books in my collection. I did not. I looked for it, but I do have this. There are other books in the collection as well, such as The Nightmare Next Door, Field of Screams, Ghosts Never Die, and of course, Night of the Living Dolls. And this book actually has an endorsement from R.L. Stein, the best selling author of the Goosebumps series, on The Nightmare Next Door. So let me go ahead and actually read the summary on back because I haven't read it yet and I'm curious and I'm mostly doing it for myself. Okay, they're coming to play with you. When Zelda was little, she loved playing with her grandmother's beautiful antique dolls. So when her grandmother passes away, Zelda is excited to inherit the collection. They'll help keep her beloved grandma's memory alive. Only the dolls aren't at all like Zelda remembers. Their porcelain skin is cracked, and every time she's near them, she feels like they're staring at her. Zelda can't stand to be around them, so she does the only thing she can. She hides the creepy dolls away. But the dolls don't want to be locked up, and they're going to tell Zelda themselves. That sounds super good. That sounds super good. Okay, let me get these out of the way. Okay, well, actually, first, I found this book by Dan Poblocki. The author of The Ghost of Greylock, which I've never heard of, but this book is called The Book of Bad Things. And look at that, kind of a hand emerging from like garbage, like a teddy bear, a doll head. I mean, that's a pretty cool looking cover, though. I dig it. Okay, zombies, curses, hauntings, and ghosts. These are just some of the bad things that Cassidy Bean writes about in her journal. It might seem gruesome or a little weird, but Cassidy believes that the best way to conquer her fears is to document them. That's what her Book of Bad Things is for, dragging nightmares into the light. When she leaves New York City to spend the summer in Whitechapel, Cassidy thinks she's leaving her fears behind. But Whitechapel is not the quiet, pleasant suburb she remembers. Ursula Chambers, the strange old hermit at the end of the street, has died under mysterious circumstances. And though Ursula is dead, she is not at peace. Cassidy and her friends are the only ones who know the truth. The dead are restless. The entire town is in grave danger, and there are more bad things in the world than Cassidy ever suspected. That sounds pretty good. Um, and then I found a couple of these books by author Vera Strange, and these are Disney books. So this one right here is called Fiends on the Other Side, and there's like a picture of what I'm guessing is the Mad Hatter from Alice in Wonderland behind this kid. Um, and these just seem cool. Like, I don't know when I'm going to get around to reading them, but I couldn't just leave them there in the thrift store. So I'll read the back. I know many things, including the fact that you have something that belongs to me. That's a quote. I don't know from whom, but it's quoted on the back. 12-year-old Jamal has always lived in the shadow of his twin brother, Malik. All he wants in the world is to know, just for one day, what it's like to be his more popular, more talented, and more confident brother. So when a mysterious man named Dr. Facilier appears and offers Jamal the opportunity to do just that, Jamal jumps at the chance. But when he wakes up the next morning to find his dream has come true, he learns it comes at a terrible cost. There is a reason people say never make a deal with the Shadow Man, and Jamal is about to find out what it is. Grab your nightlight, dear reader, and prepare to be chilled. Okay. So, the same series by the same author, it's a Disney series. Um, this book is called Part of Your Nightmare. Also by Vera Strange, Part of Your Nightmare. And there's Ursula from The Little Mermaid on the front. So let's go. My dear sweet child, go ahead and don't be afraid. I'm guessing that's a quote from Ursula. 11-year-old Shelley Anderson just wants to be popular. Her parents have split, and she had to start over at a new school with different classes, a brand new swim team, and an unfamiliar social scene. So what if she just wants the cool kids to like her? Is that really too much to ask? So when Shelley finds a mysterious nautilus shell that summons the infamous sea witch Ursula, she jumps at the chance to make a deal that will solidify her as one of the coolest girls in school. But when Shelley's wish quickly goes belly up, she must figure out how to back out of the witch's deal before it forever binds her fate. That sounds all right. And then this one is called Second Star to the Fright. And there's a little boy, and if you notice, he's wearing a green hoodie, and he's got Captain Hook standing behind him. So I guess this little boy is going to have a lot of similarities to Peter Pan. He's wearing a green shirt under that green hoodie also. So, Second Star to the Fright, and Straight On Till Morning. It doesn't say Straight On Till Morning, but I love Peter Pan, so. You're not the first scurvy brat to play a childish prank on me, but you will be the last. Obviously, a quote from Captain Hook. Okay, so let's read the summary. 11-year-old Barry doesn't want to grow up. What did I tell you? He likes his life as it is and would rather not have more chores and responsibilities like his older sister, or go to junior high where there's more homework. So when he finds a creepy hook in an old pirate ship exhibit, along with a note promising that whoever possesses it will never grow old, Barry jumps at the chance and takes the hook home. But when the hook fulfills its promise, Barry realizes staying a kid forever comes with a dreadful consequence. Now he must find a way to reverse the spell before it's too late. Tick tock, tick tock. Yeah, so if there's one of these books that I'm going to read, it's probably going to be this one because I love Peter Pan so much. And, I like Captain Hook too. He's cool. All right, so I got three more books. I'm going to show this one. So this one is called It's the First Day of School Forever. And guys, I could swear I had this book already. I could swear that I remembered showing it off in a book haul once, but I picked it up anyway because it's in such good condition. I figured that it was probably in better condition than the one that I probably had. Then when I came home to look for the copy that I thought I had, I didn't have one. So this was not a redundant purchase after all. But let's go ahead and read the back. On the first day of school, Artie falls out of his bed and hits his head hard. He complains to his mom, and she says, "You're just worried about your first day in a new school." Then at breakfast, his little brother, Eddie, sprays syrup. One second. Um, um, then at breakfast, his little brother, Eddie, sprays syrup everywhere, and Artie has to go to school with syrup hair. On the way there, he gets splashed by a puddle that makes him look like he wet his pants. And that's only the beginning. It's not just the first day of school, it's the worst day of school. On the second day of school, Artie falls out of bed and hits his head hard. He complains to his mom, and she says, "You're just worried about your first day in a new school." Huh? Today is just like the day before. Can Artie find a way to change it before it's the first day of school forever? Hmm. That plot line does not sound familiar to me. Um, oh well, I mean, that's cool. I have it now. Okay, then I found this. This is, I believe, a first printing of Stay Out of the Basement, the second Goosebumps book. Um, and I believe, is this a first printing? I think it's a first printing, but I think I heard somebody say once that the first few Goosebumps books, the printings didn't have the number on the spine, but it does have the embossed Goosebumps logo. This is the copy that I remember from my childhood. I never had it, but some of my classmates did, and the reason I didn't have it is because plants coming to life just it was never really my thing, but now that I'm older and everything, and because this is the second Goosebumps book, I can foresee myself getting around to reading it, actually. Okay, and here's the last book that I have to show off. This one I'm really excited about because I read the vast majority of these when I was a kid, and I've never found one in a thrift store before. I found one today, and I don't think I ever read this one. We'll see when I read the summary on the back, but it's Christopher Pike's Spooksville. Okay, and I am so excited about this find. Okay, so, oh my gosh, I mean, it's got an embossed Christopher Pike, or the name Christopher Pike is embossed. The Spooksville logo is embossed. I mean, this is a good looking copy. I mean, a really good looking copy. I mean, great spine, like no creases or tears on the cover at all. I mean, this is in such good condition. And I am just thrilled to pieces because I loved this series as a kid. So let me show you the cover one more time. You have like a Medusa-like head, and then the tagline reads, "It was real, it was scary, it was not nice." This is book number 17, and it's called The Thing in the Closet. So I believe there was a total of 24 of these books. So let me go ahead and read the summary on back. Most kids are afraid there might be a monster in their closet. But in Spooksville, if you are afraid something might be real, then it probably is. Adam and his friends find that out quick when a thing in one of their closets comes alive and crawls out and grabs one of them. And what this thing does is very horrible. Now there is a reason to be afraid to go to bed. Now there is a reason to lock the closet door. Now there is a reason not to turn out the light. Watch out for Christopher Pike's Spooksville, number 18, Attack of the Killer Crabs. Now, I don't remember reading this one or Attack of the Killer Crabs, in all honesty. But I did read the vast majority of these books as a kid. And gosh, I'm excited to have this one. So, this is a first printing from 1997. And just wow. Just wow. Yeah, I'm really glad I decided to get out and go thrifting today and buy more books because I was just really excited for, finding this, vintage Goosebumps number 2, Stay Out of the Basement, and it's in just great condition. I found this copy of Spooksville, The Thing in the Closet, and it's in just great condition. It's cool to know that I didn't already have a copy of The First Day of School Forever. I think that these Disney books are pretty cool. I don't know how many more there are, but I'd like to collect them all, even if I don't get around to reading them. This Night of the Living Dolls book, I mean, that was kind of exciting. And then finding another Alan Zulo, True Scary Creatures. This one I think is like the most up my alley because even though I don't believe in, anything supernatural or paranormal really, I like, the Mothman myth is, a pervasive myth. And, I'd like to learn more about these myths because even though they might be myths, there's a lot of people out there that believe them and they make their way into pop culture. And so I think that out of all of my Alan Zulos, I think that the one that I found today, I think this one is the most appealing to me. I think the second most appealing to me would actually be Haunted Babysitters. But yeah, so I'm actually super happy with today's finds. Thank you guys for watching. Let me know in the comment section below. What were you the most excited about that I brought home? All right, thank you guys for watching. Horns up. Peace out.